Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Relevant Discussion Podcast, where we discuss everything that nobody else wants to talk about. So pull up, let's have a discussion. Hey B,
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? I see you brought a guest today.
Going on? What's going on? How y'all doing?
I brought my husband.
What's up, Mr. Pierre?
What's going on? What's going on? What's
What's up?
going on?
Nice. All right.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming into the other room.
Thank you for pulling up, literally.
He literally did pull. He literally pulled up from the other room.
From the other room.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Before we let's. Were we? Hold on. Were we on? We weren't on last week. Were we on last week? No, we
No,
weren't.
you're off.
Easter.
We took Easter off.
Okay, all right. So yes, yeah. These weeks go by. These weeks are going by really fast. So especially for this month.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I almost accepted an invite to something a couple days ago, not realizing that it was today, and and the month is on its way full steam. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely got to look at the calendar before trying to accept stuff. How was you guys's how'd you my Easter was my I had a real basic Easter. Just brought the kids outside. It was nice outside, so had them hang out for the day outdoors, and me and Tanya just kind of sat down and just watched them and got them some chocolate. We don't really do the whole gift thing with the kids on Easter. I just try to avoid the multiple Christmases and stuff like that with them. Already having a hard time not spoiling them. I'm already having a hard time not spoiling them, so I didn't want to add another one to it. So apparently, I'm supposed to purchase a couple of games this week too. So I don't know. How was y'all's Easter?
Let's see. So Sunday it was our good friend's birthday. Gene. Happy birthday once again. So we went by his
Gene.
house. Yeah, his wife made some good, real good food. So we kicked it over there. We ate. We played a little 2K. We relaxed and we had some good time. It was nice out. So we took a walk as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it was good. It was
it
a
was
low
good.
key. It was a low key Easter.
Yeah.
We like low key Easters. Like now
Yeah.
that like we're married and you have a kid,
Yeah.
it's like too much work to try to like do too much.
Yeah. So it was low key. It was low key.
Yeah, you find it. You gotta pack all this. You gotta pack things. Did I bring? She's still in the diaper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
change your clothes, make sure you got enough diapers, enough wipes. Sometimes it's just so much easier to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna have to fall back. I'm gonna just stay at
Stay
the crib
home.
and
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
and not worry and not have to worry about extra stuff. So yeah, that's
Exactly.
cool. That's nice. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Need those. You need those.
You had a good weekend this weekend?
Man.
Yeah, what did you do?
Oh, yesterday actually, I took Autumn to the park.
Oh,
Isaiah, so we the family was split up yesterday. So Tanya took Isaiah to a birthday party. Yo, he went roller skating.
Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah.
she did tell us
Yeah,
about
she said that.
that.
She said
Yeah,
that.
he went roller skating. Yo, it's too bad I didn't get a chance to see footage of him busting his ass. Yeah,
Tanya didn't go on. I told her to put some skates on too.
yeah. Yo, if Tanya went and put skates on, yo, I'd be hearing about her complaining today, being all sore.
Yeah.
Well, she did say she was gonna do it.
She ain't do it.
No.
I remember
She
the last time I even tried. Oh, my fault. It wasn't. I went ice skating, probably like
that's
Oh,
hard.
that's
probably
tough.
like a decade ago. Yo, even my ankles hurt. Even my ankles were sore from
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
ice
trying
skating
to.
is
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. You try things once, I'll never do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trust
I
yourself.
was a rollerblading king until to my little accident. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yo,
I got, I got.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. Um, so I get a phone call. I get a phone. Pat. I'm gonna say Isaiah. I always try to almost call you Isaiah. I don't know why. Pat. I'm probably like 17, 18. I'm sitting I'm on the couch at home. I get a phone call. Pat's been hit by a car. I'm like, what? I didn't even at the time I didn't even have wheels, so I ran to where he was at, and I get there, but they tell me he was already. even though they told me he was all right, I still sprinted to the spot. It was probably like a good like mile and a half, and then uphill. I get there, he's just chilling. He's got some scrapes on him, and I'm still crying. I'm still crying. He's saying he's all right, and the thing that saved him was the car drove over his ankle with the rollerblade on. So the rollerblades are so hard that it didn't cause any damage, nothing. I was like, man, yo, there's just yeah, just it could almost probably get me emotional just even like talking about it now, yo.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, thank God you was all right. Thank God
Yeah.
you was all right. So
I remember
yeah,
the guy who came out
rock
the
your
car.
protective gear.
Yeah, exactly. Rocky, Moral of the story: throw on your helmet. You may think you look foolish, but stay safe out there. You know.
Meanwhile, he's giving us service announcements, but he wasn't rocking anything.
I wasn't.
He wasn't
Yeah,
rocking
I
nothing.
wasn't.
That was
I
probably
wasn't.
the last time he ever rollerbladed.
I mean, it took me a while. I did get back on, but it wasn't the same because I know mom and dad didn't really want me on that again after that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, nah, I was good with rollers. I was good with roller skates. Had roller skating parties at school and stuff like that. So I was glad to hear that he was able to that he participated in something that I enjoyed doing as a little kid. So that was cool for me. So I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna either take him back out there one day, probably in the next like month or so, and I want to take him bowling too.
okay, let me know when y'all go rollerblade. I'll slide out there too.
Me too. Me
That'll be
too.
fun. That'll be fun.
I used to have a little rollerblades and just rollerblade down, up and down my street in my driveway.
Yeah,
That was good old days. Those were the days. Like I feel like kids don't do that
Yeah.
no more. Like just chill and play.
Oh nah, come on, yo! You see all those memes? How this is how kids in my day used to play versus now. You see all this is how you knew where everybody was at. You see all the bikes pulled up on the lawn. Well, in my case, it wasn't exactly the lawn. It was the what was it? It was in front of the building.
Oh yeah. Oh
It,
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was either in front of the building and the projects, or it was up just pulled up on the porch.
Yeah. The porch.
The porch. The porch was the spot. So yeah. But yeah, enough of all this reminiscing. Well, reminiscing on my part. Let's talk about y'all.
All right.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. If I knew that, I would have got my drink together. But I can't really. I'd at least have a water here because I don't sip.
For good reasons. For good reasons.
Yeah, for good reasons. For good reasons. I don't sip. I'm in prep 2023. So yeah. How long have you been together? So far, we'll start off. How long have you been together? How long have you known each other? Let me start there.
Yeah. So
Do you remember?
huh?
Do you remember? I don't want to test this now. Do you remember?
I believe. Yep. We know each
Don't
other
fail,
for
Pete. Don't fail.
we know each other for 5 years. We've been together for 4.
Yeah. Okay, so he says if we want to get technical, he doesn't actually know the first time that he asked me to be your girlfriend. Also,
No, because I did I assume I may have.
because there was one day I was just like, there was a conversation I said something along the lines, you got to ask me to be your girlfriend because we're not going to keep doing the back and forth, the talking and not knowing what we are. And I said, you're going to have to ask me to be your girlfriend. We're going to do the old fashioned way. You're going to ask me to be your girlfriend. And that's how we're going to do it.
I understood that, but I kind of assumed that don't make an assumption, of course, but
never.
that we were together. You know what I mean?
We were, but I still wanna.
Yeah, see, she's looking for the title.
Yeah, the title was there. It was there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You just have to open your eyes. It was right above you. You didn't look.
No, but he likes to
She's looking for the championship belt.
Yeah, I know.
No, but the thing with him is that like I just wanted to be asked. Obviously, I know like okay, we're together, but it would be nice if you just say like, "Hey T, would you be my girlfriend?" I mean, I already knew I was someone special in his life, but to just, you know, you can still say like, can you be my girlfriend?
I understand.
Even like for an example, when we'll be texting after work, this is how he would get me to come over without me even knowing I was coming over. So you coming over today? Now just like, I didn't even know I had plans, but okay, I come over. But like you see how it's just like,
Yeah, you gotta know how to ask questions in a certain way for I mean, to eliminate certain answers for you to be able to predict the outcome.
Mm.
But yeah, I like how y'all just like straight jump the gun though. Just like talking about girlfriend and boyfriend. How did y'all meet? Like,
All
did
right.
you see her from across the room and be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
yeah, that's I'm going over there." Yep. Like, how
So
did how did it work?
so
How did it come about?
yeah. All right. So we worked at the same company, but we worked in different divisions. I'm not gonna say the name of the company because I'm not giving them any plug. But so I worked.
nope,
I
you don't get no
worked.
free sponsorship at all.
So I,
Agreed.
I worked in fulfillment, and she worked in the sales.
No, I was
Not
in
sales?
no, I was in customer
Customer service.
service. Yeah.
Yeah, slash sales though, because
Nah, I didn't sell nothing.
no,
I
not
fixed
you, but other people.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
fix
okay.
things.
All
I
right,
fix things.
all right, customer service. So we never met each other, but there was a work party. They had a work party once a year, and so I attended the work party, and she also attended the work party. So um, so I was in there, with me and my peoples, and she was in,
Shifting, sliding.
Mm.
yeah.
Dad, you don't even have
Yeah,
to talk no more, Pat. She sounds just like you.
yeah, I was shifting in there a bit, shifting in there, just having a good time, just with the fellas, and we haven't really our department. It was just the males that were there. It was just only all gentlemen, So when we finally met everybody else, we see there was a lot of ladies over there. Oh wow, we don't have not one lady in our department, and
Dang,
you
y'all turned
guys.
into wolves.
I'm not, it, it, it wasn't wolves, but we were just enjoying it and having great conversation. That's all it was. You know what I mean?
Roman.
So yeah. So and then of course there was some adult beverages there. So we were just all
Yeah.
enjoying ourselves. And so yeah. So towards the end of the night, because I didn't really see her. I didn't really see her towards the end. I see her like towards the end of the night. I was getting into one of her friends, but it was like we were joking. And she jumped in out of nowhere.
I sure did, because the company that we work for, people like to call and say they don't receive certain items in their package. So then I have to go back and, place an order free of cost for all that stuff. So obviously I heard the conversation. I was like, and another thing, you need to start doing this, this, and this. And that's how.
Yeah, she butt in. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because I was annoyed that you guys weren't doing your job right.
It wasn't
She
me.
saw what could have happened. She
Yeah.
seen that she saw that somebody else was about to swoop in on the goods, and she was like, "Yo,
Thank you.
no, that's me."
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
That's what. That's
And then just like,
what
"No,
happened. Yeah. Exactly. So,
this
but
is
yeah. So like so.
No.
this is
So
my
yeah.
shot right here."
I have to get my point across, and then that was it.
And then so yeah. So then I seen her, and I was, oh wow, and like I was, oh, what's your name? And then we got into a little bit. Then we just started just talking, and it was towards the end of the night, and so we got invited to. Me and my friends got invited to one of her friends' after parties.
Mm-hmm.
So we then met at the after party, and I seen her there, and then we just started kicking it, talking, and towards the end of the night at the after party, which was a good time as well. She was like, "Oh, I'm heading out." I was like, "Hold on, let me walk you to your car."
Mind you, I was trying to dip as fast as I possibly can.
Such a gentleman.
Yeah, thank you, because it was.
I know I raised you right.
You already know.
No, but the thing was, a little back. Let's just backtrack. Like, yeah, I butted into the conversation and whatnot.
Sorry, I got to.
But then, was it? I knew, like, he was Roman, getting the ditch, the numbers. He was So I wasn't even trying to. I wasn't trying to hear none of that at all. It was cute, but I wasn't trying to hear none of that. And when we did go to the after party, um, I was just like, all right, so I'm about to head home. And he was like, oh, I'm about to walk you. And I was like, okay. And I still got up and walked away. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I said I was going to walk you. Hold on, slow down.
Dangerous streets.
You
We in Boston?
right though.
Brighton.
We
were in Brighton.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oh, yo. Anything happened
Wait,
anywhere.
hold on. What time was it?
It was probably almost, 1 o'clock maybe?
I was in the driveway.
No, it was, no.
I was in the driveway. Back of the driveway.
Listen, anything can happen, especially at that. That's why, I used to say it, strange things happen after midnight.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I had to make sure you got home. And then so I I asked her for a number at the end of the night, and I said, I said, we'll talk soon. And I think you said, oh, you're not gonna call me. Did you say something like that?
No, I said you're not gonna call me.
Yeah, that's what
because I said I bet you're not gonna call me. It was
Now hold on. Now, were you being serious or? Cause I know, dude. Cause I know, like back in the day, I'm like, yo, dudes is out getting numbers for sport. I mean,
yeah.
I was dead serious. So like, I know you're not gonna call me because you were out, and I think I heard that like you had already gotten like one of my friend's number. So I was like, I know you're not about to call me and then try to call her at the same time.
No, never.
So I just like entertained. I basically entertained him, like to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you say. And
I can understand that, but on the outside looking in, just because you get somebody's number, it doesn't mean that you guys like, it doesn't mean you guys are actually going to connect, or whatever it may be. But yeah, I mean that's neither here nor there. So now Pat. Now I know when you get the so now I know before when you get the number you used to be like, yo, do I call the next day? Do I call in like 2 days? Do I call in like 3 days? Like what were your thoughts? What were you thinking?
Honestly, because at that point, like you said, we used to get numbers for sport back in the day. So I stopped moving like that at a point. I was like, okay, no, I see her. I'm like, she's beautiful. I like our conversation. I was like, I'm gonna call you the next day. I'm not trying to play it cool and call you a week later, 2 weeks later. I've done that.
Sure, wasn't gonna pick up.
I've done that in the past, and that's not a good thing to do. You know what I mean? So
who's this?
Yeah, exactly. And yes, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna call the next day, and
he sure did. He sure did call me the next day on his house phone.
That's way back.
I almost said, first of all, I don't pick up on no number. That's just a thing. So I seen the number. I was like, who is this? And I really wasn't going to like pick up the phone. And I did, and I seen it was him. And he was like, I'm calling from his house phone. And my mind's like, so you got my number. You ain't trying to call me on your cell phone. What you doing? You don't want me to get your cell phone number or something?
All right, so I'm gonna tell you this.
God.
In my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call her off my house phone because I know it's gonna be a long conversation. I don't want the cell phone to die. The house phone is gonna last longer. You know what I mean?
And you know what? It did. And this is one of the reasons why like I did fall for him was for the simple fact that he called me the next day on his house phone, and we had at least a good hour to 2 hour almost like a 2 hour conversation on the phone itself. And that grew me to like him, started to see, okay, he might not be just one of these little Boston boys out here in these streets. So I said, okay, maybe he's different. He was different because like I said, I guess I wanted someone to have that kind of like that old school 90s where you were on the phone. You didn't text someone to say like, oh, hey, what's up? I met you at so-and-so. Like you wanted them to actually pick up the phone and call you and talk to you. And that's what he did. And at that time, to be quite honest, and I think, I wasn't looking for anybody. Like I was just fine and content with just being me, myself, and I.
Mhm.
But, you know, he stumbled my way, and it was honestly like the best
Yeah.
conversation that I've ever had. And it just made me grow to like him even more.
All right. Okay. Actually, you know, I got an audio issue. I gotta take care of
Okay.
something.
All
Just
right.
one sec. All right. My apologies. All right.
Okay.
So yes. All right. So you guys. So you had your first conversation. It was great. Um. Now, what's the next? So what happens after that phone call? Now you guys set up a date or to
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah. So we set up a date. We went to this restaurant in Boston, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, it was like a Mexican restaurant in Boston. I can't remember the exact location in Boston though, but
Yeah, it was somewhere downtown though. It was cool. You know,
yeah.
that was more of a just to, get the vibe, just feel each other out, just have a conversation. That's how I felt. You know what I mean?
I thought it was a date.
It was a date.
I called it a date the first time. Like when he asked to kick it, he said kick it. He never said the
No
date word. So I said, oh, so it's a date.
No, yeah, it was a
Nah,
date.
kick it. No
Yeah.
date. Nah, kick it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, basically, yeah, that's what Yeah, it was a date. It was a date, of course. It was a court. And no, we had a great time. We had a great time over there. Then from there we just continued to just build. And yeah, we just got closer and closer, honestly. And it was different from any other relationship that I ever had or whatever. It just you could tell from the jump it just felt different. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to kick it with her more and more and stuff like that. So it was just yeah, and then that's what made a difference. Like I wanted you to come over the house. I was, oh yeah, come kick. Or we go out, just
Oh
hang
yeah,
out.
we'll get into that part too. We'll
Nah,
get
got
into
it.
that
I
part
think I got him because of the music, my taste in music one day.
She had good taste in music. She did.
It was the first day I had him play I played him a track.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay. I think that's how I got him. That's how I liked
Yo,
it.
that was back then that was really you play some music for somebody and that was you couldn't exactly communicate what you wanted to say and you could just be like yo you know what yo I'm gonna just grab this song right here. This is the one. This is this banger right here. Here, listen to this. Remember, you make CDs for somebody. You make CDs for somebody with a playlist. I'm like, yo, these are the tracks. I think this is what I think you hear these tracks. Go listen to this. That's in line with that's almost like got like notes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, I can think of a few songs right now, but I ain't gonna belt out any songs.
Yeah.
I could probably get y'all. Hold on, let me see our glasses.
You said what?
Let me
My
see. Let
glasses?
me see your glasses here. No, I'm
Oh, I
seeing
didn't.
glass.
Oh, I didn't know if you meant glass or glass.
Oh, okay, all right. You can put them down. Oh, y'all ain't there yet.
No,
Okay, I get y'all to sing.
It's Sunday. We gotta go. We gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, low key Sunday.
Please. Okay. All right. Great. This is all good stuff. I mean, y'all vibing, and not to mention, T. I already told you this, but Pat came. He came home. He came home, and Tanya was always at the house. She's like, "Oh, Pat, you met somebody?" And she's like, and she looks at me, and she's like, "Maybe she's the one." And I'm like, "Yo, Tanya, relax, relax." I was like, "You're always trying to looking for something to welcome somebody to the wives club." Just chill out. But the way that Pat would talk, I'm like, Pat's in the sauce right now. Yo, she's vibe, and this is, and everyone, I had the I had the honor of being of Pat's best man, and this was part of my speech. So Pat came to the house. He was like, yo, man, yo, I don't know, man, we just vibe. And I look at Tony, what the hell this dude talking about? We just vibe. I'm like, yo, you want to explain that? He's like, I don't know, man. I was like, yo, we just vibe. I was like, all right, okay. And then he left the room. I looked at Tanya. I was like, yeah, Pat's in. He has no idea. We'll just sit and watch. We'll just sit and watch. I never, I never seen you come home and be heated or I mean, even if it does happen, I mean, if it did happen, it wasn't something that was like crazy enough for you to act out. And same thing for you. And when you guys decided to tie the knot, I was like, man, the greatest thing a man can find is a woman that puts him at peace. That brings him peace. I mean, I can't stress that enough. I was like, there's like you spend a majority of your time at work with the people that you work with. So if you work somewhere that you're not enjoying yourself, or you feel undervalued or underpaid, and you're spending all these hours there, you're gonna be a miserable person. And then on top of that, you go home and you can't find any peace at home. Oh man,
You done.
that's
Yeah,
man.
I know.
I
I
like
know.
I don't wish that on I don't wish that on anybody, any man, any woman.
No,
No, I don't wish that on anybody.
no, not at
So
all.
moving back to you guys' story. Um, what what was it like meeting each other's parents for the first time?
Yeah. Well, her family was, they're real cool. Cause I remember I pulled up and they were in the backyard.
I had to tell my parents something.
Yeah,
They
yeah. So,
didn't know.
He didn't know about him yet.
but
No, so my mom, so when I used to like, hang out with Pat, I had to tell her something because I wasn't ready to tell her, you
So
know.
what? So what'd you say? That's my friend.
but when I came to the house,
Oh
though,
yeah. Well, so when I told my parents that someone's coming by and
someone,
someone's coming
What's coming by?
and we're gonna go.
someone with a plumber,
That's
he said someone. Are you
wow.
coming with a roof or
You
installation?
really said a plumber, Pat?
No, no, you said someone's coming by. No, I didn't mean it like that at all. That's it.
Can I
No,
finish?
no, you said someone. You said someone.
No, wait.
Estimates or something or something. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. I didn't
So I
mean that.
said,
I
I
didn't mean
said,
that.
someone's coming by and we're gonna go and we're gonna go out and get some ice cream and I want you guys to meet them. That's what I said. And my parents were in the backyard kicking it, and we decided it was time to go, and he met my dad, and my dad was very like cool.
Yeah. I think you feeling me out. You know what I mean? I think they were just feeling me out. That's all. You know what I mean? Like they were cool, but like I know they were saying bad. Like, okay, we'll see. What this is. What this is.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's all.
Now that me and you have, now that we've got daughters too,
Yeah.
man, I can't wait. Yo, that scene out of Bad Boys, that's not a joke.
I see that between you two.
That's not gonna be a joke. Nah,
already
I have, Pat's gonna be there, Miz gonna be there. See, I'm gonna have Mike there.
Oh
Yeah, I'm like, yo, little man,
Yeah.
holler at you. Let me holler at you. Yo, step in the back with me real quick. And then there's gonna be a room. There's gonna be a room of dudes just sitting in there.
Yeah. Because you gotta scare these kids. I'm sorry, but because you don't know what's their intentions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You just need to let them know you come from a good family. Just treat my daughter right. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, of course, I wasn't always the best. But that's how you learn. You get older, you realize, okay, this is not the best way to move. You know what I mean? You gotta learn from your lessons and stuff like that. And I've definitely done that in the past.
Growth.
Yeah, growth.
Growth,
Right?
growth. You need a little bit. You need a little bit of room to make some mistakes. To have some growth. So
when I met Marie, well, my mother-in-law, I was scared. I was actually nervous to meet her because, like, I would, hang out with Pat at night, and I don't think she thought I ever went home or something. I think she thought I always like spent the night, but in reality, I just always went home.
She knew.
But I mean, there was this one time she called Pat and she said that Marie wanted to meet me, and we met and she said, "This is my son. I don't want you to hurt my son." And I was like, "No, I would never hurt your son. I love your son. I would never hurt your son." And that was, that was it. And then
I don't recall Tanya getting any speeches like this. See, that's what I'm saying, yo. This dude, yo. I have to say, I don't know if you're the favorite one.
We just, you know what I mean? She just want to make sure I was good. I was the baby, right?
Yeah, you're the baby. And then
That's
for
all good.
it was your birthday, I think it was. And I think your pops was home, and I don't think he was supposed to be home that day. And you told me like, okay, my pops is home, so
You gotta walk through the living room.
no, actually, it was a driveway because he was working on the car.
You know, pops always working on cars.
He was working on the car.
There's no slide by there.
Yeah.
So and I walked in and I was like, "Hi," and he's like, "Hello," and then I tried to shake his hand, but he said his hand was dirty, so I was just like, "Okay." We gave elbow, and then that was it.
You didn't walk away like, yo, I don't think he likes me.
Yeah,
you know,
in my mind, I was like, "Oh, I don't think your dad likes me much."
That's how Pop is.
That's how he is. That's how he is.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was cool. Like I said, me and her family, they were cool, and to this day, they're real extra cool. Like they're real chill and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Same thing with my parents, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, anytime I've gone over there, it's definitely like the welcoming, the welcoming vibe. Just like party time.
Yeah. Like the baby shower.
Yeah.
Huh?
I remember when she first told me, she's like, "Oh yeah, my family, they like to party and stuff like that." I was like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, your family likes to party." I said, "Yeah, my family likes to party too."
He didn't get it.
And then I was like, first one I went to, I was like, "Wow, this is crazy." and then the thing is that and then from so on and so on, there was a summer, I think maybe like I feel like at least a month straight there was a party every weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would hit you up. Like, yo, Pat, what you up to? Yeah, I'm at a party right now. I'm like, wait, what? Hold on, where? He's like, yo, I'm up at the spot. I'm like, yo, that's every weekend. He's like, yo, they go hard.
Yeah, drained.
I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, I thought our family went hard. He's like, no, we don't. Yeah, we can't even hold a candle to them. He's like, yo, they go hard. And I was like, he's like, yo, you trying to come through? And I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm like, I'm already at that stage where if it's dark out, and I didn't know what I was gonna be doing, there was no way you was getting me out of the house.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'll be there next time.
Yeah,
next time.
Yeah.
No, my part.
Sure enough, there was definitely a next time.
There's always a next time, and I feel like the legendary one with both families, the baby shower.
Oh, baby shower. Yeah, baby shower.
The baby shower was like a legendary one because everyone still talks about the baby shower.
Yeah, it was good. That was good. That was
everyone still talks about the baby shower. I still low-key still get little messages about baby shower.
Baby shower fun. That's fun.
Yeah, I left at a reasonable hour because I got a bit of a drive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you know, you know what? The other part of that was I got the young one too. So she was still running around and stuff.
Oh,
No, I think it was probably like maybe 3-4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Dudes is probably. I checked on. I hit dudes up, check on them. Like, yo, I'm just going to sleep, yo.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sleep. I'm like, yo, dude, it's like 8 o'clock. What do you?
Yeah. Because I remember the baby shower. I think we probably went to sleep like maybe 3, 4 or something. Yeah. And they had to drop her pops off at the airport at like 6.
Eyes burning.
The eyes burning. That was a tough night. That was a tough night.
Cause it was a wild night. Yeah. It was a wild day because we were beating the rain. We were beating the clock for the rain. So we wanted to do everything before the rain came. The rain came, then left, and then everyone decided to have like a full on dance party.
Yeah, it was good though. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
But the to just wrap that part up is all of her family members, they all have a bar inside and outside their house. That's the type of party they tiki bar, inside and outside. Yeah. So, and they both fully stocked. So
yeah,
that's the type of party that they do.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
he just understands. I think
that
he
yeah,
just
that's nice. You know, especially it's nice to have those types of events to bring to bring the two families together.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get to see you don't get to see people too often, so being able to do stuff like that is always nice. And when
yeah,
everyone's it's nice when everyone's on when people aren't beefing and everybody's on speaking terms. It
Mhm.
makes things so much easier, and
Mhm.
it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
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 All
Yeah.
right.
I
I
agree.
think
So
everyone.
yeah, let's see what I got here. So moving things along.
Mhm.
When did So now we're gonna get to the part of when did you guys know that it was that each other that the other person was that's the person, this is it.
Mhm.
I would have to say, I felt like our relationship was extremely healthy.
Mhm.
It was like a very healthy
Mhm.
relationship.
Mhm.
And the reason why I said it was a very healthy relationship was because in my past, I felt like it was always something. And with me and Pat's relationship, it was like smooth sailing. Like we understood each other. Like we have like a weird sense of humor. We almost, I don't want to say we finish each other's sentences, but like we kind of know what each other is thinking is about to say.
Mhm.
And it's one of those like we came together and it fit so perfectly.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew like this was the person for me, because he accepted me for who I am, and
Mhm.
he loved me for who I am, for my flaws and all. And he has always been there for me through the good and the bad and the ugly. And I felt like I honestly can't find anyone like him, because it's like he was perfectly made for me.
Mhm. Okay, yeah,
You be able to top that?
I can't. I definitely can't. But that I know because I know I'm a stubborn person and stuff like that. So she would always she could put up with certain characteristics and she could also change the way I thought in a way. You know what I mean? So because I would I'm a Taurus, so I could be petty. You know what I mean? But with her, I wasn't. I would fight against my nature, basically. You know what I mean? To not be petty and not be stubborn. Like she would bring out different characteristics in me, and made me want to just be better. And I was actually really started thinking about like marriage and a family. You know what I mean? So that when I started actually thinking about just that, I was like, okay, this is real because I never really thought about having like a family and just being married and stuff like that. It looked great because of pops and pops our pops and mom and dad they were the true definition of like their foundation. Just watching them as we grew up, it just showed me how to really shift. And I heard you say that I think on the last episode. Just the way pops would just
Yeah.
handle things. You know what I mean? Like he taught me how to really be a man. You know what I mean? So just seeing that made me realize that okay, so this is how he's doing it. The one thing mom used to say is, oh, because we used to be out all day playing ball, whatever. She's like, oh, when you have a wife, you can't be out all day like this. You know what I mean? And that's always in the back of my head. It's like, oh, yeah, I really can't be out all day. You know what I mean? And if it's not that I have to check in, but it's like you want to check in, and it's like you gotta let your wife know you're safe and all that. So that
Yeah.
always stuck in my head. Mom said, you can't be out all day like this. Once you have a family, you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause I remember those days, man. Dudes is you wake up, you wake up, eat, shower, get dressed, leave the crib by like 10 in the morning. If it's like a Saturday, or even during the summer, you out of the house 10 in the morning. You come back around 2, eat, maybe sleep,
Yeah.
and then you out again, and you're not back until maybe I don't know. You might come back at 10, and that's only the shower because you're gonna go back out.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Like, yo, like, what do you like? Like, I remember getting the question all the time. What are you doing out there?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, yo, I'm just moving, and
yeah, moving. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just moving around. Or if there was it was those days, and then there was days where I'd play ball, or we'd be playing ball. We were
Yeah.
like, yo, do you guys get paid to play ball?
Yeah, yeah.
Who said that?
Yeah, pops used to
My
have.
parents said, our parents said that. So
Those who fight through injuries, you know what I mean?
I had one boy who came. I had one friend that came with the boot and come play ball.
Yeah,
So you'd be out there all yeah. So we'd be out all day. So yeah, definitely as a husband, it is a little bit different. And then especially if you have children in the picture,
Mm-hmm.
now you're like you think about the quality time with them because
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to get in as much time with them,
Yeah.
especially when they get to the point of where like right now when I walk in the house, I'm like, Dad, you're back.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Come play.
I'm like, no, it's not even come play. It's Dad, you're back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I'm like, of course I'm coming back.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like, yeah, I have an internal clock in my head when I'm just if I'm not at work and I'm just out. I do have that internal clock and just be like, all right, I want to see them go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put them down before they go to bed and kind of different things like that. So
Exactly.
so yeah, sorry for interrupting you, Pat.
No, it's good. It's good. No, it's good. But no, that was it. Really, she made me think about more of a future together with her, and I was like, okay, this is it. You know what I mean? This is what I see. You know what I mean? So, that was it. Really, honestly.
All right. So now that you're prepared to seal the deal, you working up the nerves to you go through the process, you buy the ring. How did the proposal go?
So the proposal, man.
I was tired then. You guys were here.
Huh?
That day? That was it.
Yeah, I remember we were celebrating Belle's her like 5 months, and you had told me that you're taking me somewhere you were taking me somewhere and you said guess. And I guess all these places and you said no to every single one of them. So I had like given up on guessing. And you guys were here that day. Yeah.
I can't remember the other day.
Yeah, you guys were here that day.
Barely remember last week.
I have like somewhat of a good memory.
Yeah, he remembers way better than mine.
You guys were here that day because I had bought little cupcakes, and we still had to go find an outfit for you for this surprise date that you had. And I remember I was exhausted, and I was in my mind, I was like, I don't want to go. I just want to go home and sleep and prepare for the wake ups that we have ahead of us. And he kept on saying like, you don't have to go. We don't have to go. Yeah. And I was like, no, I'm gonna go because we haven't gone anywhere. She just turned 5 months. Let's just go and enjoy each other. And I think I said something along the lines like, I'm not getting extra pretty, but I'm gonna get dressed and we're gonna go.
Yeah, so we went to the top of the hub.
No longer.
Closed now too.
Yeah, it closed now too.
Yeah, it's closed.
Yeah, closed now too. So
y'all shut it down.
Huh?
Y'all shut it down.
Yeah, you already know. Yeah, it's a nice restaurant in Boston for you. Well, it wasn't
proposals.
Yeah, the view. You just have a view of Boston, the skyline. It's the food's okay too.
Sorry.
Yeah, but it's all about the view, So we went there. We went there. We sat down and everything, and it was packed in there,
Yeah, did you forget that we almost never got in?
Yeah, I know because don't yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we went in, and I had a hat on, right? It wasn't that type of restaurant, and I didn't really have like a cut, and I just started growing my hair as well. So I'm like, damn, I'm like, I didn't want to take my hair out because my hair looked crazy, you know what I mean? And so I was like, you know what? Yeah, we gotta go, whatever. And I was like, nah, let's leave. And then she's like, no, let me see what I could do. So yeah, of course.
Took my hair out of the ponytail.
Yeah.
And I put his hair up in a ponytail.
Yeah.
Just to try to finesse it, because I was like, no, we're here. First of all, we parked far.
Yeah.
I'm in heels. It's cold outside. We're not gonna go back.
But I was never gonna leave because I already knew what I had it planned. But it just
but in my mind, so I'm thinking like
it brought the suspense more, whatever. But and then so she, because I never put my hair in a ponytail too, I didn't want to do it. And then she did it, It was cool, whatever. So then we go and we sit down. You know, we're having a meal. You know, we're having a good time and all that.
That's fine.
And then I go talk to the one of the waiters, and I was like, yeah, I'm proposed to my I'm proposed to my girl today. I said, you guys mind putting this in a dessert? And then he's like, oh yeah, of course. You know, he was happy to do it. You know what I mean? He was happy. He's like, oh yeah, you mind if I could record it too? I was like, yeah, record that. And so I gave it to him, whatever. And then I was, oh yeah, time to get a dessert, whatever.
Set the scene up.
Yeah.
You gonna set the scene up? On like how he like made me think I was getting like a particular dessert.
And he switched the dessert on you.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's like, you gotta try this dessert. Like this is like the dessert, the best dessert that we have. And at first I was like, but I want something else. And he's like, no, you have to get this one. So I was like, okay, since you hyping up the dessert so much.
Bring it out here.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, I need to see the dessert that you're hyping up because is it gold? Is it has like gold flakes on it? Like what is so important about this dessert? So when the waiter came, he had like the tray in his hand. And I was so curious that I looked, I was like peeping, trying to see what it was. And it didn't even hit me that it says, will you marry me? Like it took me.
Set it on the plate.
Yeah, sit on the plate with the ring. And then of course I got on one knee after, like, cause she started, eyes watering and stuff.
Were you shaking?
No, I wasn't shaking.
No, I'm talking about Pat.
Oh.
I mean, I was a little nervous.
Just doing that. I remember I was almost doing a Harlem Shake.
It's because
trying to keep everything intact.
There was a lot of people, you know what I mean? So it was a lot of people.
I saw the video. There was mad heads in there.
Yeah, so we still got that video out too. We never even put it up too, but
he said go.
Yeah, exactly. And then
go.
She didn't even hear anything I said, honestly, because she was just crying and looking at the thing.
No, it's because it was so.
Oh, to rewind that, because we were at dinner. I was like, yeah, we were talking, and then I brought a marriage to her, and she's like, yeah, I know you wouldn't have proposed anytime soon, and I'm just saying,
negative Nancy, yo, come on.
But the reason why I said that was I know him. I know that no one can push him to do something he does not want to do.
That's a Taurus trait right there.
Yeah, and I know that, like, I'm sure, like, my mom's probably like, oh, so when you're gonna ask her to marry you, or like, the family will bring it up, all this stuff. So there's no point of me saying, so when are we gonna get married? Because that's not gonna help the situation. Like, it's not like you about to drop down on your knee when I say when you gonna marry me, like right then and there. So I said, I know you're not gonna propose to me anytime soon because I can't force you, and I don't want you to feel forced. That I feel like I'm telling you need to propose to me. And that was never essentially what I was trying to tell him in the book.
I think I was never pressured. Nobody ever pressured me. You know what I mean? Like, we would
have. That's the worst thing you could do to a dude.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, maybe I used to have conversations with B or something, and like then, and I feel my neck getting a little tight, talk about marriage. You know what I mean? But there was never ever pressure from anybody. You know what I mean? But so I purposely brought that up just to see how she was feeling at that moment. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then so then I said what I said, and then it was great. It was great.
I didn't hear anything because it was so crowded and it was loud in there. And you know how, like, he speaks is like he doesn't speak loud. Like,
but you weren't trying to hear nothing though.
That's not true. That's not true. I even asked him, can you repeat what you said in the car?
Man, then you know what? Then he probably didn't get him a couple of shots. The volume would have went through the roof.
I spoke a lot. She just wasn't, because she was just, her, when she focuses on something, that's all she's focusing on.
I have a bad habit over that.
That's a good thing as well too.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's a good and a bad. And he gets upset with me sometimes.
Because when you're watching TV, I can't even get she's watching TV and she don't even blink. And I'm trying to have a conversation with her. But
anyways.
Yeah. And then there was a dude I seen in the bathroom. He was with his girl too, and he's like, "Damn man, you gonna do that to me?"
Oh, damn.
He knew what's coming next.
Because his girl said,
"Sorry, player, step your game up."
Yeah. Yeah, his girl said something to him too. I was like, yeah, well, I don't know, man. Have a good one.
No, yo,
Yeah,
change the game if that ain't it.
yeah, exactly. But it was great. It was great. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
came
it
home
was,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah. No, I had a good time. I had a good
It
time.
was. My mom even was dropping hints without, and now that I think of it, she was dropping hints, but it was like subtle hints. She's like, "Are you gonna get your nails done?" And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "You don't want to get your nails done. You're going out. You don't want to get your nails done." I was like, "No, why?"
No, that's foul.
Man.
But I mean, there could be worse
Yeah.
ways to like ruin a proposal. Like I didn't think it was like a bad thing when she said, "Aren't you gonna get your nails done?" Because it's like,
What if you decided to drill her though? Why?
Mm.
Why should I be getting? Even though I'm going out, my nails look fine. Why do I need to get my nails done? Like,
I
like
think
Mm.
yo,
she would have kept it. Like I don't think she would have like burst or anything.
Yeah, I don't think
like
she would.
that.
Yeah, I don't think mom.
but then you would have been heightened all night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what if he didn't do it?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that like him proposing or me thinking he might propose never came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
It was never in my mind. I know in the future he would have done it, but every day wasn't like, is this the day? Or when we go out, is this the moment that he's going to pop the question? So when she like suggested that I should go do my nails, it's not like out of the ordinary for my mom to tell me to go do my nails or like, oh,
Okay,
you
all right, okay.
it wasn't like okay, that's random. Why would you tell me to go do my nails? Like it wasn't one of those like, because once in a while she'll like, oh, when are you gonna go get your nails done, kind of thing. So that never crossed my mind.
Yeah, we were just living every day. You know what I mean? It wasn't. It was never like, I know certain couples, like certain wives. I'm sorry, certain girlfriends may poke them like, yo, what's going on? What's going on? It wasn't like that with us. We were just living every
Yeah.
day and all that.
Yeah, I
So,
never pressured him. I never made him feel like he
no,
needed to pop the question
no.
or anything like that.
That's good. Makes it natural. And
Yeah.
I must say, for as long as being Tanya waited, she never pressured me. She never pressured me either. I knew it was. I knew my day was coming. I knew my day was coming. All my friends knew it, but
Yeah.
yeah, she never pressured me. So that's always a great thing to have because everybody works at their own pace.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So yeah. So now you guys are married. You know, you guys are married, going, doing, going through what married couples go through and stuff like that. Um, how to yourselves? I know last week we talked about couples goals, so we know a little bit about how a little bit about how your relationship works, and for anybody that hasn't seen the couples goals podcast episode, I would definitely, it's last week's episode. Definitely check that out when you get a chance. Either stop this video right now or right at the end of the video, go and check that out.
Mm-hmm.
So on a rate, so how was you guys' relationship, and what are some of the things that you think that you can improve on? Because there's always things that you can improve
Of course. Of course. Uh, Overall, we do have a great relationship. Communication is key, of course. I mean, of course, we can communicate more things and just more on how we're feeling on a daily basis.
Mhm.
That always helps. Financially, we're getting pretty great at that as well. But we can always build a little more.
Yeah.
We support each other. We support each other great. But I think we should just communicate. We need to communicate more each day to see how each other's feeling. It's not always about like when you see somebody else down or something like that. You know what I mean? I think every day, oh, okay, how you doing? Oh, I'm okay. We do say that, but it's good to dig a little deeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
It's good to dig a little deeper. I can still be stubborn. You know what I mean? So I know I'm stuck in my ways sometimes when it comes to certain things, and she does help me get out of that sometimes. So I think I need to listen more when it comes to certain things, of course. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I mean, you could chime in.
I mean, I agree with everything you said. I think for me is communication was like a big one
when we first started.
It was the biggest one for us, and I mean we've gotten better. I am definitely learning not to shut down. That's my like a bad trait of mine is if we do get into like a disagreement, I tend to just not say nothing, just be quiet and just let it be. And I know that's not always a good thing. So I'm learning to just, if I do shut down, just come at the situation a little bit different and just talk to you about the situation and let you know how I was feeling during that time. I mean, it's still a work in progress. You know, it's not going to change overnight, but yeah. But that's like one of my things. But like, you know, communication and trying not to get annoyed and give little slight attitudes or get mad if something doesn't get done immediately. That's my thing.
Yeah, sometimes I get quiet as well, but that's me. I'm just processing my thoughts, you know, because I don't like to say something that I don't mean, so I just sit back and just process, you know, what's going on at the moment. So sometimes I'll just get quiet and then shoot, oh, what's going on, and I may not open up at that moment because I need like a second or two, honestly, to just process everything. So, you know, but we're working at that.
Even being together for 5 years, like when he does like shut down, I still have to remember that like he's not gonna open up to me immediately, just like how like I expect him to. Like sometimes if we do get into the little disagreements or arguments, it's like I'm like jumping down his throat, just like what's wrong, like what happened, like you know, just trying to get everything out. Because for me, it's like if we get it all out, then we can figure it out and pass on and just like move on with our day. But I have to remember that doesn't happen. Like it doesn't work because I say so.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a Pierre trait, if it's a Taurus trait, or what it is. But it's like, yo, if I get hot, yo, I need about half an hour, so an hour to just cool down. Tony, like, yo, are you just not gonna talk to me for the rest of the day? I'm like, oh no, I'm good. Just give me like a half hour. Just give me a half hour, yo, because I can still. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like getting mad. Because when I get mad, I get like it's either 0 or it's 100, and I'm just like, you know what? I was like, yo, I'd rather just stay at 100. I mean, at 0.
Yeah.
And it's like so when it actually does happen, it takes a while to come back, and I'm just like, yeah, nah. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I just was like, yeah, nah. I just need like 30 minutes. I'm good. No, because it looks like you're still mad. No. Listen, like my face says I'm still pissed off, but on the inside, and on the inside, and I've already processed it.
Yeah.
I just need everything else to
Exactly. No, exactly. It's like fire burning.
That's all that is.
That's why, like, I sometimes I'm just like, okay, let's just, in my mind, I'm like, let's just get it over and done with. Let's just talk about it. Let's move on. Let's just, you know, we started the day good. Let's just move on. I want to just move on. And it's like the Virgo in me. Like, Virgos just, we don't do well when it comes up to like disagreements and arguments because we just want to like get it over and done with and move on with our day. Like, because we feel like there's no point of dwelling in it. So it's just like, I'm always just like, want to get him to just like, let's just not even have this anymore. Let's just
F that. We gonna dwell in it, yo.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, just like Tanya, like, so you just not gonna talk to me all day?
I got you.
No, we gonna talk. I just can't. Yeah, I mean, I can't go there. I'm not gonna go there.
So he's not gonna say nothing. He's gonna sit in silence until you're good and ready to have that conversation with me. And
you know what? You know if I get him to open up real quick. Are you hungry?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, always.
You hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You just ask me if you're hungry, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't eat mad.
That is true. And then the sly comment, like, it was good.
End up stabbing your mouth with the fork or something.
game.
All right, enough of that. All right. Yeah, we're getting close to wrapping up here. Um, I got two more questions for y'all. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I got three more questions, but I'm trying to try to speed it up just a little bit. I know we on borrowed time here. Um, what do you guys actually? Keep it on the relationship tip. How do you guys keep things fresh and new in your relationship?
Oh, that's easy. We just have like random date nights.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly random date nights. Like we have a date night on like a Tuesday, a date night on a Wednesday. You know what I mean? We have weird sense of humor, so we just we weird sense of humor.
Weird.
You know what I mean?
We actually give people names.
Yeah,
like
so,
people we don't know. Like we just.
So we that's not a problem with us keeping it fresh though. You know what I mean? There's definitely not a problem with us keeping it fresh though. We just date nights and just making jokes. Making jokes. We love to laugh.
Yeah,
doesn't everybody?
Sick jokes, funny jokes. It's like like I said, we're made for each other because we know exactly what the other person is thinking.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, when we're not mad at each other. Yeah. So.
But them random date nights help a lot though.
I bet.
Yeah.
It definitely does. Yeah. Like you get a text, you want to get something to drink. Yeah. You're like.
Okay. Or grab some appetizers over here, or you know what I mean.
Like you feel all special and now, like okay.
Yeah. Just get dressed. Let's slide out. You know what I mean. So it helps. It helps.
So what happens to Belle? What happens to the baby?
No, of course she got daycare, or she like
she said daycare a little longer. Yeah. Or she come with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes we have family date night.
Yeah, so we call
family date night.
That's what we used. That's what it was on when we only had one child. When we only had one child. Yeah, I'm like, yo, hold on, Tanya, what time did daycare close? I'm like, yo, listen. I'm driving home and I'm like an hour ride for me to get home. I'm like, yo, we're chilling before I go pick him up. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna pick him up, even if he's damn near almost the last person there.
Yeah. Still,
I'm paying y'all. I'm paying y'all. Yo, I'm gonna use this up properly.
Yeah.
Even if he's not there for the week, I'm still paying y'all. So there's gonna be those days. Yeah, date night was on. Those are expensive date nights, but afternoons. Yeah. But those date afternoons was definitely on the daycare.
Yeah.
Or like we maybe once in a blue we'll both take a day off and just send her to daycare. So we have like a full day date.
Yeah, I can remember something like that.
We did. We had that like recently.
Well, that was the first time in probably 3 years.
Year.
Yeah, honestly.
So I'm not gonna. I'll press y'all off camera about because those little cool date nights off the cuff.
Yeah,
you can wrap that up.
Yeah,
It's gonna be. I hate to put a damper on it for y'all.
You said when we have two?
Y'all gonna, huh?
You said when we have two? You saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Look at his face, like, gosh.
Yeah.
We know.
But Uncle Biz will take him, yo.
Yeah.
Uncle Biz will take him.
I haven't been playing with that. She's real.
She's something else.
But once you with your kids though, she feels at home. So when she with y'all,
and she always asks like, "Where's Isaiah? Where's Autumn?"
Yeah.
Oh, yo! Yesterday when me and Autumn were at the park, you know how they have like those little steering wheels?
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, you driving?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm driving." I was like, "Yo, where we going?" "I'm going to pick up Belle." I was like, "That's what's up."
That's
and
hilarious.
in the future, this is what will happen.
You're gonna go pick up your cousin. I was like, "That's what's up."
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Moving along. What's one characteristic that the two of you love about each other?
I love she's real loving. She puts herself above. She puts others, in front of her, which I don't like that most of the time. I tell her that, but she'll always look out for somebody, as long as it's somebody that deserves it. You know what I mean? It's not always somebody that reciprocates that same energy. Mm-hmm. But I love how she puts herself. She puts other people in front of her. She's how do I say? Yeah, she's just loving. You know what I mean? She's loving. She's loving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that too. I'm starting. I've, I've been learning this. No, I haven't learned it, but I've been practicing a little bit more. Just kind of just using that same energy that that you feel that people put in, into you. I think it's, you never really feel, you never really feel that excuse me, you never really feel that what you're putting out is the same thing that you're getting back.
Mm-hmm.
It's never really gonna be like, in terms of expectation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always going to be the same thing that you put out. But as long as it's being put out to like it has a good amount of output that you're receiving, I'm definitely all for it. But if you ain't getting nothing, I mean, if I Tanya used this yesterday during her interview, that she had, if it's not pouring into your cup, if it's not pouring into your cup at all, there's no reason to to be to be offering your service, because everybody has, everybody's busy, everybody has a lot of time, doesn't have a lot of time, and everybody's working on time management, so it's tough to just allocate your time like that.
Yeah, to random people. She got better at it, but you know what I mean. Obviously, love seeing you with Belle. You're just such a great mom. You know what I mean. So it just there's a lot of characteristics. If I want to list them, we'll be on her for a while. But she holds me down.
Well, yeah, we'll go with just one.
P.O.P. hold me down.
P.O.P.
T, what about you? What's your one thing about Pat?
I guess the one thing that I do love about you, well, your characteristic that I love about you, is that just the way that you actually love me, and just like the way he cares for me, the way that he sense that, like, if I'm having like a bad day, if I'm, whatever's going on internally, and I'm just now talk to him, I'll tell him, like, this is just how I'm feeling. Within like 25 minutes, he was like, all right, this is what we're doing. And he'll find some way to make me something, whatever it is, whatever he comes up in his mind to make me feel better. I just love that, like, he's just quick on his feet to do whatever it takes to make me feel better and get me out of my funk. I love that another characteristic is that he supports me no matter whatever it is. No matter what it is, he supports me for, if I decide that I want to, I don't know, maybe go back to school or a different career.
Yeah, support's big. Support's big. If you
he's definitely my support system, my rock, my everything. So
that's what's up.
Sorry about that, folks.
All right. And last but not least, what with the blending of with the blending of the cultures, how do what how was it, like, were there some reservations, like, what were you guys think? Is that, was there, was there beef, Haitian patty versus Jamaican patty, like what's up?
I asked Josh. Josh
we did have this conversation before. I'm gonna have to check back in with him.
No. Family wise, everybody's been great. On our side and on her side, like, there's no, because I know the older generation, like the older generation, there may have been a little heat and stuff like that. But from us, no, everything's been great. They make good food. We make good food.
Yeah.
They know how to party. We know how to party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all love, to be honest.
When I come over there, I make sure I come through with a quarter of a tank in my belly, because if you come with nothing in it, by the time you get food in, you get a little bit of food in there, it fills up quick.
Yeah, it fills up quick.
So by the time I get there, my engine's revving, and I'm just ready to eat. And, make sure your pops, next time I see your pops, I'm waiting for, I've still been waiting for that chicken since graduation.
Oh, the jerk chicken?
The chicken. So.
Yeah. Take you to Flames, man. When you
I didn't ask for Flames.
Didn't ask for
We're going flames.
flames.
We're going flames. But what I can say is,
Yo, Pat be making ill detours to get the flames too.
now you got
But
them,
I'm not
man.
gonna. Yo, we won't get it. We won't get
Yeah,
too much.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's another episode.
Yeah,
That's another
yeah.
episode.
But I'll travel for food any day. But the thing is with Belle's gonna be extra fiery.
The best of both worlds.
Yeah, and she. Ooh. Sorry, guys. Towards the end, the phone was ringing a bit.
Yeah.
I should put them on silent. It's probably Belle calling us right now.
Oh my god.
But I mean, everything's been great. You know, I with the blending of the families. You know, everything's been great. Everything's been great.
All right.
Yeah.
I see we're falling apart here.
Yeah, right.
Falling apart, guys. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, but yeah, no, we know we about ready to wrap this up too. So yeah, no, I've enjoyed sitting with the two of you, listening to your story,
Me as well.
how you guys came about. I've heard some of it, but I haven't heard any of it. I mean, I hadn't heard all of it. So you know, I'm glad to be hearing it, and I'm glad that our listeners are gonna be able to hear this too. You know,
Yeah.
if they're single, maybe there's you still got hope for y'all out there. So yeah, I just want to thank the two of you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. You know what I mean? The communication is key all day.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course.
Thank you for look at y'all making googly eyes at each other. It's
No.
beautiful.
All right, cool. We all right. Thank you very much.
And
Hi.
just
No, I'm sorry. Taneille, you want to hit us with an outro?
yes, so guys, just remember to like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please leave a comment and let us know what you guys think of our episodes lately. And please head over to our Instagram, and that is Relevant Discussions. Please make sure you follow, like, share, comment over there. And as always, thank you for pulling up to our conversation.
Thank you, everybody. That's it. Have
Thank
a
you.
great week. Thank you for listening.
All
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace.